Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Quinn Bogland, author of such works as The Engine What Runs the World, Fallen Gods, and The City What Rules the World. And today, as you can see, I am in my new office. I'm still getting things set up, so I am still currently working via the webcam. Hopefully, soon I will be able to do this via my new ring light and my phone, and should greatly improve the quality of my videos. But for right now, I'm going to do a writer's tag. Mostly because I've been very busy and just have not had the opportunity to do much. So, I am going to be doing the Show the Love tag, and this is something that I found from Emma Bennett, who is an author tuber that I recently discovered. I mean, I say recently, but she subscribed to me like a couple months ago, and I subscribed back to her, and it's been like that pretty much. Anyway, without any further ado, let's do this. Number 1, introduce yourself, what do you write, and what is the content of your channel? So, as I introduced myself in the beginning, am Quinn Buckland. I typically write things like science fiction, fantasy, and every now and then I'll add some mystery to it. As for my channel, I typically do some writer advice, some writer's tags. I plan to start doing some short story readings of my own work. Number 2, who was the first author tuber you discovered? For me, it's probably no surprise. It's a lot of people's first time. It's Jenna Moreci. She is fairly huge in terms of AuthorTube, and while I don't watch her stuff as much anymore, or even really at all for the most part, I am still subscribed to her. I do still kind of enjoy her content, but I feel like I've outgrown a lot of her content as well. Number 3, which AuthorTuber have you most recently discovered? Well, for me, it has to be the person in which I found this tag, Emma Bennett. Admittedly, I have not watched much of her stuff, but from what I've seen, she knows what she's talking about. She's pretty good at what she does, and yeah, like I said, I haven't watched much of her stuff. I plan to. I have not been watching a lot of AuthorTube stuff lately because it's been busy, between my own writing and moving and all this other stuff. I just haven't had much time to watch videos in general, and much less AuthorTube videos. So, yeah. Moving on. 4, which is my favorite AuthorTuber? This is a hard one to answer, and I actually had to think about this one for a bit, but I'm gonna have to go with Julian Greystoke. I genuinely enjoy her content. Her writing advice is usually pretty good, and she does read-alongs, which I think are just a lot of fun to watch, because she doesn't entirely rip into the books. Like, she's not actively trying to be mean. She's trying to give advice and show what went right and what went wrong with particular avenues. And I appreciate that. I appreciate when someone is actively not mean-spirited while also having fun and reading something that might not be the best thing to read. So, yeah, I really enjoyed Julian Greystoke. Number 5, what is your favorite kind of AuthorTube video to watch? Personally, I genuinely enjoy writing sprints. And it's not because I enjoy watching them, because, frankly, they're not all that entertaining. I love that there's an interactive aspect to them, and it makes me want to write more when I'm taking part in a writing sprint. So, yeah, no, I just genuinely enjoy writing sprints. Number 6, do you have a favorite AuthorTube video? And the answer to that is no, I do not. I do not have a favorite AuthorTube video, mostly because I don't watch a lot of them. The ones that I do watch, they're informative, and I get some entertainment out of it, but for the most part, I watch it, I get what information I can, and then I move on. There just isn't really a particular one that I have as a favorite. And, I've already just mentioned the kind that I enjoy watching, that's my favorite, but There's not any particular one that really stands out to me. Number 7. What's your favorite book by an author tuber? This one was hard for me to answer, because I haven't read a lot of books by author tubers, which is something that I really should change, especially me being an author tuber myself. Share and share alike and, whatnot. But, I mean, with the ones that I've read some pretty good ones, and I've read some pretty bad ones. The best one that I think that I've read so far is She's Not Here by Mandy Lin. This one I genuinely enjoyed. I found it hard to put it down. And this was just reading during my lunch breaks at work. And frankly, yeah, I burned right through it because it was gripping in a lot of ways. Is it perfect? No. But there's no such thing as a perfect book, as far as I'm concerned. So with that said, this one was pretty good. Pistol Daisy by Natalia Lee is a very close second. I genuinely enjoyed that one a lot as well. So, yeah. Number 8. Do you have any advice for new author tubers? Yes, one very, very important piece of advice. Be patient. It might take a long time to get any sort of traction on YouTube, if you even catch traction at all. Patience is the key. I mean, also, posting regularly helps a lot as well. I've been very bad about posting regularly. I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm not perfect. And frankly, life tends to get in the way. So, I do what I can, but patience is the key. If you're impatient and you're expecting to get a whole bunch of subscribers right off the hop, you're going to be sorely disappointed and potentially even disheartened. And you might actually take a step back from YouTube as a result, and that could definitely hurt your time author platform. So just be patient. Hell, I've been on YouTube for a while now, and even I'm not very far into the whole subscriber thing. Number 9. If you could recommend 3 author tubers, who would they be? Okay, so I'm going to be very generous? Liberal? I don't know. I'm going to be very... I'm not going to be going on the standard path in terms of author tubers. I will be choosing people who are writers, but they're not necessarily author tubers, per se. So, the first one, Tale Foundry. Tale Foundry is fantastic. They are writers, they do know what they're talking about, and the way that they go into how story works by going through other stories is beautiful. Number 2, Hello Future Me. This guy is... wow, he knows what he's talking about. I have gotten a lot of really good advice by watching his videos. He goes through a lot of philosophical aspects and goes through a lot of metaphysical things as well. And frankly, I just really, really enjoy his videos just in general. Do I agree with everything that he says, especially in terms of popular media? No, but I don't have to agree with it for it to be right. And the last author tuber that I'm going to be choosing is an actual author tuber, and it's Cam Wolf. I actually really like his stuff. Is it stuff that I watch consistently and all the time? No, but like I said, I don't typically watch a lot of author tubers to begin with. So, with that said, those are the 3 that I personally would recommend. And finally, number 10. Tag 3 author tubers to do this tag. So, there's a bit of a hiccup in this one. Mostly due to the sake that I don't really know, or at the very least, I'm not close enough with 3 other author tubers, or any author tuber for that matter, to feel comfortable tagging them in my videos for something like this, especially because it's a tag. So I'm just not going to. if people want to do do this tag, by all means do this tag. I did not create it. I do not know who created it. I found it on Emma Bennett's channel. She found it on somebody else's channel, who probably in turn found it on their channel. So yeah. Sorry, I just can't do this one. And well, that's all I've. Hang on, I'm just gonna. And well, that's all I got for you folks. So be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTubey stuff. I don't plan to do another tag for a little while. I've done quite a few in the past couple months, so yeah, I'm just gonna put a bit of a kibosh on those for a little bit. There is one that's supposed to be 2 weeks from now, and I'm just gonna swap that out for something else because I really don't want to do another tag for a while. With that said, tune in next week. I have a very special video that I've been really looking forward to doing. It is a reading of one of my short stories. Am I going to be doing it live? God, no. I am not that level of confident in my orating abilities. Maybe eventually for a future short story I might do it live, but for right now, no. No. It's not going to be live. It will be pre-recorded. Which also means that I'm not going to have any excuse in terms of stuttering or messing up words. Like, I will actually have to go over things over and over and over again. So by the end of it, you should be getting the story that I intend for people to get without any stutters or ums and ahs or pauses. Which, frankly, great. It's a pretty good short story. There will be a disclaimer ahead of it for content warning, obviously. And yeah. So yeah, tune in next week for that. And as for everything else, yeah, like I said, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. This is a YouTube-y thing. And as usual, keep writing, folks. Hey, guess what? The long-awaited sequel to my debut novel, The City What Rules the World, is now available in both ebook and paperback. Get your copies now. But I love that there's a I love that there's a wow, the word's just gone.